Higdon Outdoors Television is brought to you by Eukanuba, the official dog food of Higdon Outdoors. HEVI-SHOT, the industry leader in performance shot shell ammunition. Tetra, hear the hunt. Lomarsh, hunt hard, hide easy. Power Calls, unleash the power.
Look at this. I opened the door a minute ago and one of them just rolled out, literally rolled out. What's up, Grady?
What's up?
You ready?
It's Youth Weekend here in Tennessee with our good friend Kelly Powers, myself, Seth Dortch, got a bunch of awesome kids that we're taking hunting. Bo, Rylan, Kipton, Cole, who am I missing? Grady. She's on it, she keeps me in line. It's really cold. It's about 17, 18 degrees this morning. We're gonna have a beautiful clear blue sky. This pond that we're hunting is a deep pond. It normally holds ducks. We hunt it late, it does well. We let it rest. Hasn't been hunted in several weeks. It's open water. I pushed a lot of birds getting out here this morning.
Mine's right behind the pit and same setup of it's all grown up in grass and kind of woolly and everything, so we ought to be hid really well. Last time we hunted it, we filmed, and it's been years ago, and we only hunted special occasions, and come in here last night and there's a good bit of birds sitting here all around the pit, so these kids are fired up. Hey, they ain't walking.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all gotta let Rylan on it. What a pretty moon. We're gonna put all of our decoys around this point. We got a lot of looks like some weeds and sickle pod that's kind of growing around it. Knock those down and putting the decoys around this point. The sun's gonna be at our backs. You know, anytime you can take kids and get them involved in any outdoor activity, fishing, hunting, doesn't matter, but go do it. They're begging to learn. They're like a sponge. They want to learn as much as they can. I mean, just this morning, we've got Kippen's here putting out decoys. You've got Rylan and Bo and Grady and Cole. They're up there brushing blinds. It gives them ownership in the hunt. And if you have a little ownership in it, you take a little bit more pride in the successes and the failures of how the hunt lays out. And when they become adults, they're already seasoned veterans and are more versed in what to do and whatnot.
So we got Cole, and then we got Grady. So Grady's Cole's younger brother. We got Rylan back here, and Bo is her brother.
We're gonna hide everybody. The Versa blind is great. We got 4 or 5 of them. Power tools. Not allowed to use those. We got some Versa blind set up.
Who's gonna shoot the best today?
Me.
Hey kids, everybody look here. Y'all put your guns down real quick. I'll call the shot. We'll keep you formed. Your dad will be behind you and let you know where the birds are at, okay? We do try to keep your head down to be hid so they don't see us. Got me, Bo? Bo want to swim out there and go get them. The main thing is safety. Keep your gun on safe until your gun is shouldered. When I say, hey, all right, let's get these birds out front, you'll shoulder your gun, take your safety off, then you can aim and pull the trigger. But do not take that safety off until that gun is pointed in a safe direction and it's on your shoulder, all right? Just shoot your lane. Just shoot what's out in front of you. We're not going to swing this far that way, got me? Because that'll ring Kipton's ears, okay? Or I won't swing this far to the right because it'll ring Grady and Cole's ears. So just shoot the birds that you have out in front of you. Number one, we're going to be safe, and number two, we're going to have a lot of fun, all right? Look at these birds in the hole. Look at that. Woo, boom, boom.
I could have killed them.
You could have got one of those, Bo?
One on the right's gonna do it.
Get that Drake. Get the Drake
Right up
right there in the
front.
hole. Get him. Get him. Get him. Shoot him again.
Go for it, Kipton.
Shoot him, Kip. Get him.
Whoa.
What happened to your gun? Did it jam on you?
I don't know. How did we miss?
Here we go, right left. Here it goes.
Get ready, guys. Y'all get ready.
10 seconds out.
Get him. Get him. Shoot him. Oh, you got it.
Good shot.
Good shot. Who shot him? Me. Bo! Cole, I think, Cole, you hit him first. The first shot hit him, and then, Bo, you finished him off.
I'm proud of y'all.
Good job.
Hey, Bo, how far did you lead him? Get him. Get him, Bo. Get him, Bo. Oh! What?
Oh yeah!
What a shot! Sir Bo. What a shot!
Great shot.
You stoned him.
Wow. It's coming from my job.
Hey, that was a heck of a shot, though. That was not just a layup shot either.
You shoot him from standing up on that?
He's unreal. He's so funny. He's like, what's up, guys? Like, what do you mean that's a tough shot?
New from Higdon Outdoors, the Apex one-piece full-size Canada Goose decoy. Our Apex stake system gives you lightning-fast setup and realistic motion. Precise detail highlights every feather with XHG hyper-feathering. Finish birds closer and maximize your hunt. Visit HigdonOutdoors.com or your local retailer. Higdon's one-piece Canada Goose decoy. Apex.
When you're doing this, it's all about getting the kids outside and letting them have fun. And man, they ate honey buns, blue duck calls, killed a couple ducks, got a little bit of shooting. We want them to have a good time. So anytime you're going out, whether hunting, fishing, whatever, just think about them first. Positive experience in the outdoors. If you have a positive experience in the outdoors and keep reinforcing that, they're gonna wanna go back and they're gonna understand that. If you have them a little bit of responsibility in setting up the hunt, hiding the blinds, cutting brush, whatever it is, there's always something that that kid can help do. When you give them a little bit of responsibility, they take ownership in the hunt, which is most important.
I mean, I had a lot of fun. I think we all had a bunch of fun. We killed some ducks. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Even though you don't shoot as many as you maybe hoped, I mean, like, it's still as much fun as I expected. So I'm really glad at how it turned out.
I've had the pleasure of hunting with these kids before. They're awesome. And it's just fun getting out here, getting to see that next generation coming up. Kudos to their parents, getting them out here. I'm just happy that we get to come and tag along, do it again next year, hopefully. God willing, we'll be back out here. Shot a few ducks, kids had fun. We're getting cold, we'll get some pizza.
All right, go ahead. So what we're doing here today is we're gonna go put some transmitters and bands on some ducks here. Any mallards we catch, we're gonna put transmitters and bands on them. Any other birds we catch, we're just gonna put bands on them and let them go. And both will give us really cool data. The transmitters will give us cool wintering data and migration data. And then those bands will give us good harvest data and migration data too. So we'll get out there and check what's in the trap and catch them and band them. So.
Conservation is a big part of what we do. As you know, Higdon Outdoors is the official decoy of Ducks Limited. Well, today we get to go help learn about ducks, and the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna band some ducks, set them loose, and see what the future holds for these ducks. We're excited about it. We're probably going this way, aren't we?
No, we're going
okay,
that way.
go. I was right.
Good. We've got a whole bunch of teal and then maybe a couple of mallards. All right, here we go. So first thing, we just want to close off the trap to keep the birds in, and then we'll scoop them out.
All right. This is cool.
All right, go ahead and push those birds this way.
I'm walking around. All right, I'm coming around you.
Go ahead and make a little noise, Kelly, and push them over. Yeah, go ahead and spook them again. Yeah, you can get a couple birds.
Hey. Well, I don't need a bath tonight.
Where did that greenhead go? I just saw him.
He's right here by John Ed.
There it is. We need to get him.
Watch that one.
Here he comes to you. Greenhead's right under you.
Swimming away. No.
Ah, dang it.
Right here he is.
Again.
He's gonna come right to you.
Well, if they'd have had this game at the circus when I was a kid.
Nice. All right. We got a greenhead and a hen.
That was successful. Thank you guys so much for your help. Now the fun part.
Inside every dog is something extraordinary, waiting to be unleashed. For the people who recognize their potential, who coach raw ability into dogs who inspire awe. For people whose greatest achievement is the bond they've built and the stories they share. We're with you, fueling the extraordinary things your dog can do.
Each mallard is going to get 2 bands. The first is a federal band, which all birds will get, and then the second is a yellow band that has our contact information on it. And this allows hunters to get in contact with us when they harvest the bird. So we know she's a hen, but we also need to age her as well. The best way to age her is to look at her wing. So some characteristics that we're specifically keying in on are on this black bar right here, as well as these tertial feathers here. So we're looking for a big, broad tertial feather here. And we're looking for a swoop up on this black bar here that comes across the top of the speculum. We're also looking for broad secondaries here. I would say it's after second year. Would you agree? All right. So that means that she's an adult bird, but we're gonna weigh her just to make sure. Each bird has to make 1,000 grams to be able to wear a transmitter. So we're gonna check her and make sure.
It's wild how calm they get inside that bucket.
I like coffee too.
So mass is 1125. So she's well above our threshold for putting a transmitter on, so she'll be able to wear one just fine. We put the federal band on the right leg. Making sure there's no gaps or anything in there. And then our auxiliary band on its left leg.
There's gonna be some hunter somewhere that comes across that. It's gonna be so excited, and not knowing along the way the amount of research and data that's been collected.
Yeah, amount of time and effort, right?
That is true, yeah. Hopefully she goes back and has multiple years of successful nest.
Exactly. Duck hunters and duck researchers, I think, put more time into their efforts than anybody, so
Yep.
kind of goes hand in hand.
Absolutely.
All right, so now we'll take a bunch of morphometric data on her.
So now what are you doing there?
We're taking the wing chord, so the total length of the wing flattened on this ruler here.
Yep.
So we just spread her wing out, and should be around 253 millimeters. So we're gonna take some head measurements now. We call this total head. Measure from the back side of their head all the way up to their bill there. And that's gonna be 104.3. And then we do the bill, and that little V notch in their bill there to the tip. It's gonna be 50.2. And then the short tarsus is a little notch here in their elbow to the end of their bent leg. That's gonna be 45 on the nose. You wanna hold the duck, bud?
Yeah.
Transmitter? Yeah, you wanna really clamp down on the 2 sides of the wing there like that, yeah.
You really almost can't squeeze her too hard.
Yep.
I'll let you know if you're squeezing her too hard, but squeeze her. You can sit down right there. So this is a little backpack that she'll wear for the rest of her life. We'll get hopefully 3-4 years of data off of it, and we'll get to see what she does every hour of every day until this thing dies. So I'm gonna have you slide just a little bit back on her, just a little bit, right there, perfect. Now squeeze her tight. Good job. All right, now I'm gonna take this wing from you. All right, you take it back and take that wing back and squeeze it. Good job. Now I'm gonna do this one. Take back and squeeze it. Now I want you to show me her belly. Yep, perfect. And I'm just gonna work this band down. We want this band to sit just above her little legs right here. And then this one is gonna sit right in front of her keel. You want to feel something cool? Feel right there. You feel all that wheat in there and rice? So she's been eating, right? So they're storing it in her crop right there.
This is so cool.
This is a good biology lesson right here, bub.
It'll be even cooler, as if in about 12 years, you get to hold her again.
Exactly.
That would be so cool.
With a lot of data on her. All right, so I'm just throwing some knots in there right now, and I'm just checking the tightness on her, and then I'm gonna clip the excess, and then we're gonna glue it onto her. So this is just protecting her feathers from getting glue on them, and we'll take it right back off after we're done gluing.
That's an old school original Ducks Unlimited membership card.
It is. I keep thinking they're gonna hire me if I just put the card on there.
Does that just protect the knots?
It's, yeah, the glue just protects the knot. I don't trust super glue and I don't trust knots, but together,
Okay.
they're better.
Is that a drying agent?
Yep, this just accelerates the glue a little bit.
Got it.
You ready for it? 226613.
So we'll have to remember that number, Kip.
Yeah.
And if you hear them say that number on their social media, you knew you held her in your hands.
So I want you to hold on to this bird. We're gonna release the drake and the hen together. They might be pair bonded at this stage in the year. So just go ahead and squeeze her tight and hold her, and you can stand off to the side while we do that one.
1, 2. Hold on.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's so cool, isn't it? Yes. I can send this to Mama.
Yep, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, that's cool. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now where do you think she's gonna go nest?
I don't know. Probably somewhere way up north.
Saskatchewan, maybe?
Yeah.
This is cool, man. They're out of the Cohen Wildlife Lab, out of Cookeville, Tennessee, Tennessee Tech University, that does all the banding and research, and it's in coordination with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and it's funded through the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, or we call them TWRA for short, but they do so much for waterfowl research, see where they go and where there's successful nests for the hens, and from a hunter, it's so beneficial because we know their flight paths, their trajectories, what we can do as hunters to become better conservation, whether it's more water, whether it's more habitat, whether it's more nesting areas, whether it's control predators in the nesting areas. It's just as much data as we can get, the more we can learn, the better it is. So check them out, Cohen Wildlife Lab. And like I say, it's funded through the TWRA and Tennessee Tech University. Really cool. Here you go, buddy.
After waking up at 4 a.m. in the freezing cold of opening day, when that first bird locks up in the decoys, you better be packing heavy bismuth. In the waterfowl world, density is the name of the game, and bismuth is 22% more dense than steel. That means cleaner kills and less work for you and your dog. Heavy bismuth has a softer shot that's safer for older fixed choke and classic double shotguns. So when those birds light in front of you, give them the bismuth.
You know, last season we were fortunate to go out and band with the Cohen Wildlife Lab and kind of understand a little bit of what they do. That was in the field work, and now here we are today at Tennessee Tech. I brought Kipton up here. He's kind of gets an early college visit, I should say, and but to learn about the data analysis, because as you were describing earlier, this is where really the work is done.
So welcome to Tennessee Tech. This is where I work. I wasn't able to get out in the field with you guys because I'm rarely able to leave the office nowadays. And so my lab focuses on wildlife ecology and management. What we're doing is science to put better habitat on the ground and make better policy decisions if you're a state or federal agency. So if you look at what we're actually doing, we're taking those GPS trackers you put on those ducks, and I think we explained it to you, but you can imagine that those trackers, those little backpacks that we put on, they're texting us the data. It's just it's literally a cell phone with a GPS unit. I mean, think about the technology that we're putting on that little duck. And it's flying up to Canada, and it's still every day texting us the data, It's saying, hey, here's where I am.
Unreal. And reality is that mallard duck, or that mallard hen, will fly over thousands of miles, and the following year she'll go back to the last successful nest site. Not successful area, like a lot of times they're in the exact same pond. So that blows my mind.
100, dude. When we had a duck that traveled 80-something miles an hour on one of its migration routes. Like, it caught a tailwind and went. Like, those small facts.
Yeah.
If they don't get you pumped, then this isn't for you. Like, that is, even the small things. A lot of the data that we collect is going to be used to inform habitat management, understanding the spatial arrangement of habitat and hunting on both a state level and a federal level. Like, it'll be used for land acquisition, but day in, day out, what gets me even more pumped is like, this is a cool fact of the day that I can't believe an animal is doing.
Now that was from I believe that was from a hen mallard, and I just got a picture of the GPS transmitter, and I'd be curious, you might could see real time where she is at.
All right, Bean Switch Refuge.
Yep.
We need it's one of these last females. She's hung up right now in the Dakotas.
Wow. You held her, you put the little backpack GPS transmitter on her, threw her up in the air. She went to nest, I believe in Saskatchewan, I think.
Yeah, she went all the way up to Saskatchewan, and then stalled out and then came back down when she was done to the Dakotas.
Tossed her up in the air and she flew that far, 1,000 miles.
I mean, it's crazy. If you look at some of these ducks, I mean, they're traveling. We had one that traveled over 8,000 miles in a year.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. And you know, if you're a viewer and you're watching this, you obviously have interest in waterfowl. And I highly encourage you to go to their Instagram page, social media pages, and follow them, and you'll just be blown away. And the more data points that we get, the more knowledge that we get, and you guys kind of leading the charge, it helps all of us from not only a hunting standpoint, but more importantly from a conservation standpoint. And applaud your efforts, and applaud all the agencies and nonprofits and government officials that help support y'all.
Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you.